living dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life dream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle a flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life dream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exile. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of live stream.
Oh my gosh, I forgot I made this background and I just was seeing Christmas options and it popped up and it's kind of terrifying. Let me go ahead and change that out. This seems a bit, well, now let's be a little bit more Christmassy over here. Hello, everybody. Hello from my mean smirk. How the hell are you? I'm in a really good mood. I don't know if I'm any less tired than I was yesterday, but I think we should talk some shit about the Foodie Beauty meltdown before we go enjoy our Christmas festivities. So what I do remember is she went live yesterday and she spiraled and she cried and she raged. Apparently she's suing FFG, even though she doesn't have money to spay her cat. It turns out we were right. We said Salah just wanted to get to Canada. She admits that Salah wants to come to Canada. But for whatever reason, it's still not connecting in her brain that this is one long romance scam. Like, once he gets to Canada, he's not going to want Chantal. I don't know how else to say it, but whatever. Anyways, we're going to talk some girl world gossip, Foodie Beauty stuff. There is a big storm happening, so I can't really do a puppy cam today. Well, I can. I just don't really want to. It's cold and it's pouring and Coco likes to dig in the dirt, especially when it's raining, apparently. I have wiped her, dried her off. I don't even know how many times. So we're going to stay inside today. That's what we're going to do. Let me say hi to you guys. Hello, Caroline. Carol, good to see you. Good afternoon. Happy holidays, Breezy. Happy holidays. Happy Christmas Eve, you guys. I hope however you're spending your holidays, I hope it's restful for you. I hope it's rejuvenating. I hope you feel restored. I hope you find lots of love in whatever you're doing, whether you're just hanging out with your animals or seeing that aunt that you can't stand. Just remember, I don't know, it's Christmas. We're supposed to be grateful, and you should be. You could be outside in the snow right now, okay? Hello, Mare Bear. The girls are all talking, no follow through. True. Hello, Shauna, Nashal, Keto Cross Stitcher. Someone in a chat this week said that Slaw was in Kuwait with Chantel's recent meltdown. I'm assuming that he took the divorce papers with him. God, I hope so. Hello, Boomer. Good to see you. I've missed you guys. Hello, Larry. Hello, Free the People, Worms, Am I missing anybody? Rainbow Road, I hope I said hello to you. Lori, hi, happy Christmas Eve. Capone, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. I can't decide if you actually hate me and you just pretend to like me. But whatever. Merry Christmas, Capone. Hello, Stella, Naughty Box. I just hope to watch a meltdown live, but we've already been blessed so much this season. This is true. This is true. After Christmas, I will be much more ready to talk, Chantel. I don't know. I'm just tired. If you have a child that's home right now, you get it. They want to be entertained like 24/7. I don't know. And I don't have much entertainment in me. Let me tell you that. But you know what? I will say my daughter is growing into her phase where she's very, very helpful. And I'm loving that. Granted, it's all for like allowance and chore money, but still I will take it. Like today, she's helping me start cooking for tomorrow. She's gonna help me wrap. So I am so grateful. I'm grateful. And I actually told her too, I was like, I'm so glad you're home for 3 weeks. And she's like, really? And I said, yes, I am. All right, let me split my screen and hopefully you guys can see it. Merry Crisis, Happy Chrysler, all of those things. I do want to acknowledge that for some people, I've even been through it. Like Christmas is hard and it's not all rainbows and sunshine and it doesn't feel like the happiest time of the year. But I want you to know out there, it does get better. It does. And sometimes we just have to look around and be grateful for what we have and realize that we have more than some. And I know that's like really hard to hear and it's not very comforting. But it's how I got through a lot of my dark times. I'm like, well, I have a nice warm sweater on at least, So, and another way to look at things, some people are going to be fighting with their whole family this Christmas. You're not going to be. So there's that. There's that. All right, let's talk some foodie beauty. I don't feel like fighting with anybody right now. So Specs, Hakate, Kimberlina stuff is just going to have to wait until after Christmas. Okay. Okay. My son is the same way. He'll do shit around the house and likes to do it as long as he gets paid. But it's so helpful, is it not? And I got to respect the hustle. I feel like when I wanted money to buy cute clothes when I was about her age, and I didn't want my mom to shop for me anymore, I suddenly became very handy. I was sweeping, I was mopping, I was dusting, So can't hate the hustle. I really can't. One thing about my daughter, I'm worried for her future because she comes from two addicts, but like the hustler is in her. Like she has her own bracelet business. I mean, she has more money than me, that I will say. All right. So, I do want to point out that just the other day we had to hear about how Allah favors foodie beauty. And he's on her side and looking out for her, but she's losing everything. So either Allah isn't favoring her anymore, or he never did, or I don't know what to say, but girl, please said so much for Allah favoring Beezers. Another platform yeeted right before Christmas, bitch. Yeah, she lost her Patreon. If you haven't caught up on Foodie Beauty lately, she's losing everything. I know she wants to go over to TikTok, but apparently she can't monetize her TikTok because she's in Canada. People are reporting her PayPal. She lost her main channel. Well, not the main channel, the monetization on her main channel. Then her Beezer show got demonetized. So it's a very broke Christmas for her. It just is. Anybody else I would feel sorry for. But once upon a time, I was demonetized during Christmas time, and I didn't hear the end of it until I was remonetized. And there's a little part of me that's petty as fuck. So, I'm really not going to let her live this down or forget it, at least until after Christmas or something. I also want to point out before we get to her meltdown, all the shit she's talked about Canada, and now she's just there sucking up all your clean air. Okay, what happened to her hating Canada? She's a disgrace for what she has said about the country. Instead of saying moronic things like that, she should just keep on stuffing her yap. Oh, she will. Is there sound? Abby, is that you? Where have you?
I'm not going to Canada. I'm not stepping near the fucking Western world. We're not going to Canada. We don't want to live there. Okay? It's a shithole. I don't like paying taxes. No, I don't like the government taking all our money. Sorry. There's a lot of people leaving Canada as expats. Do you like paying, if you make $100K a year, do you like paying $35,000 in tax when you still have shit healthcare? And yeah, the cops are useless. What, are you happy with that? They tax the crap out of you. I have free healthcare. I went to a clinic here. You know what it cost me for
So fast forward to yesterday. Salah wants to come to Canada.
medication and treatment? Several forms of treatment, $3. Also, my medications are a lot cheaper here, actually, by half price. I have no interest in going back there. The feelings I have there compared to here, no. I don't like Canada. I don't have to. You're allowed to like Canada all you want, but I don't. How do I want to utilize the system, Pepperminty? Don't even live there, so try again. What, having a right to healthcare? That's me wanting to utilize the system? Anywhere you live in the world, you have a right to healthcare. Give me a break. Guess what? I'm never going back to Canada. I don't want to even go there. Like, I have so many bad memories there. It's just, no. I'm not going to Canada. Fuck Canada. I have such negative feelings of the people in Canada. Like, just the biggest trash. I really wish my family didn't have to live in that shithole.
Wow.
And a lot of the people are shit.
Then why do you keep going back there? Why? Why do you keep utilizing all that Canada has to offer when you're so fucking ungrateful? Seriously, you're the most ungrateful person. By the way, I think Canada looks lovely. I would have never ran from it to go to Syria and Kuwait, but that's just me. And the Canadians that I could think of off the top of my head are not trashy whatsoever. I feel like for the most part, okay, until the ostrich thing happened, I had like the best view in my head of Canada, okay? I'm not over the ostriches, but what I will say, it looks like a beautiful, beautiful place to live. Absolutely gorgeous. Like everything looks like it could be a postcard to me. And the people are all just so chatty and lovely. Like here, if you go through a drive-through, it's like, yeah, what do you want? Over in Canada, they ask about your kids, your dog, your Auntie Sue, everybody. Hi, Mrs. C, by the way. It didn't age very well at all. Dave's World said Foodie's getting her karma for trashing a whole country because she can't live rent-free, tax-free, while earning more than most of its citizens. She prefers poor, war-torn Syria to throw her money around in.
I'm not stepping near the fucking Western world.
I wasn't ready for you. Okay. She prefers poor, war-torn Syria to throw her money around in while being a fake Muslim woman. I feel like now is a good time to point out, while I agree with a lot of things that I see, I need people to know that tweets are from other people, okay? I hope that all sinks in. Anyways, somebody asked their friend who smokes if they know about THC withdrawal, because apparently Chantel's THC withdrawal is so bad that she cannot even use a knife properly, people, okay? Hectoclama said, as a very occasional THC user, I have no experience with withdrawals. So I asked my neighbor, BFF, who's been a daily user for years, for back pain and has had to come off of it several times for various reasons. This is what she said. It says, okay, weird question. A drama YouTuber I follow is a heavy THC user, and she stopped using it recently and says she's having withdrawals, like shaking, restless legs, sweating, not sleeping. Is that a thing? Because I know a lot of people who use weed regularly, and I've never heard of anything that extreme. They replied, nope, never happened to me or anyone I know. I hit my vape all throughout the day. But like when I'm deathly ill, I don't really smoke. So that time I had the flu, what was that, maybe a month ago or whatever, and I was really, really sick. I went from smoking every day to really not hitting my vape at all. Like I tried and I couldn't do it. I couldn't smoke. My chest just didn't have the capacity to hold any smoke. Okay. And so I went from smoking every day to like 3-4 days of nothing, and I was just fine. I mean, granted, I already felt like shit, so maybe I missed the withdrawal. Maybe I missed it. The sweating, shaking, restless legs, I've had that from alcohol. I've had that from pills. I've had that from all the other substances I would use, whatever was around. I've never had that from THC. If you guys smoke out there, let me know. If you can't go to your dispensary or however you get it and you don't have it for 3 days, do you shake profusely and sweat profusely? And do you have insomnia? Loose cannon, hello. She was using crack. Doesn't it sound like it? You can't sleep when you come off. Well, I don't know. Okay, so I couldn't sleep even when I came off of that shit. I don't know. The anxiety was just horrible. But then I know the father of my child, when he came off meth, he said he just slept for like a week straight or something. I apparently don't sleep at all when I withdraw from things like even alcohol. There was no sleeping involved. Like there was sleeping when I would drink enough to pass out like a fucking rock for 8 hours or however long until my body craved more alcohol. Anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Nobody asks me how I feel when I detox, but I'm saying this to say I've never experienced what she is from not smoking for a few days. Never. He has smoked since he was 11 and he quit at 45. My husband had withdrawals from THC, vomiting, diarrhea, just feeling ill, but not how Foodie is acting. I get agitated a bit easier when I don't smoke. Yeah, I can see that. And my sleep is weird, but that's about it. Hey, Vinegar Bodyguard, good to see you. I'm telling you, she has just changed substances, is all she has done. Well, what I do know, I get very angry when people are like, it is just weed. No, it's not. It triggers me when people say that. I don't know. I feel like if you've lived a life of mine where you've been on all the substances, you know what certain things look like, right? And it's not something I'm proud of, okay? It's just a part of my story. And really, I talk about it hoping somebody out there listens and know that it's possible to change their life around too, okay? I'm not proud of any of the shit I have done. I'm very proud about my daughter, though. I will say that. I'm proud of my daughter, proud of sobriety, proud of my doggies, proud of my nephews, but anything other than that, right? I'm proud of my YouTube channel, but anything other, like I'm not proud of stealing. I'm not proud of being a liar, scammer, all the things I used to be, right? Like all the fucking things. And I say scamming because I don't know how many people had to hear that I needed to take the bus somewhere and yada, yada, yada. And like, I wasn't taking a bus anywhere, like nowhere. I was walking to 7-Eleven and coming home. Hey, Dastardly Deeds. Merry Christmas. Personally, I think she's on speed or diet pills that make her blood pressure soar, not a nurse. I think she's on all the things. What I do know in addiction, when you can't get what you want, you find the next best thing that you can get or what will give you a similar high, right? For example, I know I went from alcohol to NyQuil. I went from cocaine to crack. I mean, and then when I couldn't get those things anymore, I searched my house and I searched up what pills could get me high. Again, I'm not proud of any of this, but this is what addicts do, right? If you can't get what you want, you try and find the next best thing. So do I believe she just is doing weed? No, and I haven't believed that for like 5 million years. She's acting how she acted before when she was on coke and meth and all the things. Like you're manic, you don't have a normal thought, you make nothing but bad decisions, you're paranoid, all the things, right? All the things. Anyways, I want to point out that this dog pantsed me on my live yesterday and she broke my bra. But this is how she is with her mother, which is my daughter. Perfect, sweet, fucking angel. Look at her just hugging her. Oh, so calm. No. When she's around me, she turns into a terror. I don't know what that says. I don't know. Maybe she just feels comfortable around me and the grandma you could be a little bit more free with. I don't know. But she pants me and hugs my daughter, and I feel some type of way because I'm the one who feeds this dog. Just want to say that. I'm the one who feeds her, and I'm the one who almost got into a fight in line at the Humane Society to bring her home. But what do I get? Broken bras and a bitten ass. That's my complaint of the day. Anyways, Foodie made a post. Merry Christmas, Dastardly. This is rock bottom. Is this rock bottom for Foodie? I hope she utilizes this time and goes into inpatient treatment. I think it's the start of it. I think she still has a homeless arc, a begging for change arc, a stealing from people arc. I think she still has all of that left to do if she doesn't make some kind of drastic change. Like today, right here, right now, call her mom and say, I need help, right? I say this often. And while there's people, right, like there's addicts in all different walks of life, right? Like there's the homeless ones, there's the doctors, there's everybody, right? And there's some people who don't lose a lot, but will lose a marriage, right? Or things like that. And there's some people who lose it all, like everything. The shoes on their feet, the car that used to be in their driveway, they had to get rid of the car because they no longer have the home that the driveway was attached to. You lose your kids, your career. That's how so many people end up out here on Skid Row and all the places, right? Like you lose everything to the point where you're left with nothing and then nobody wants to help you anymore. It's just how it goes. Is every case like that? No, but in addiction, I've seen nothing but people lose it all and then have to fight to get it all back. You don't gain careers and all these things. You just don't. I don't know. I'm behind. Oh, no, it's okay. Hi, Spicy. Good to see you. I agree, and I really don't like the way edibles hit. It's not for I mean, some people it affects differently, right? Like our bodies absorb, handle, process everything different from the next person. Like there's people who can take like a pain pill or a muscle relaxer, for example, and it'll make them tired. Like my body, usually everything makes me hyper. There's people who could take Benadryl and it makes them tired. Like I take things and I get hyper. It's very odd. There's only one thing I take for my back that makes me really sleepy, and I don't know if that's just by chance or what. I don't know. But other than that, like when I take things out, most things will knock somebody out. I'm like, woo, even when I'm in the hospital and I have surgeries and they have to give me morphine, like most people knock out, like I'm ready to yap it up. It's very odd. If you're getting violent withdrawals from THC, you got to be doing some kind of concentrates and not just normal plant matter. Hey, Thimble, hydroxyzine makes me tired. Benadryl makes me want to climb out of my skin and very jittery. Are you neurodivergent by any chance? See, I don't even know if this is really a thing, but I know I am. So that's why I think things affect me differently. I don't know, or at least that's what I tell myself. Anyway, so Foodie lost her Patreon and then made a post about it saying, hi there. I don't have a Patreon anymore. Oh, well, didn't like it anyway. Wasn't meant to be, smiley face. I guess I will leave vlogs for a while. Those who pledged will be refunded, I believe. I had an old Patreon years ago that was taken down, so I guess that means banned for life. Have a nice day, guys. And then Julie said, I believe you will be refunded. No, ma'am. You should find out for those people, idiots, who paid to watch you. She really gives no fucks about her beezers. Someone said, what happened to Patreon? I just bought a membership the other day. Well, she doesn't know if you're going to get your money back, so I would just contact Patreon. Bubble said, I don't want Foodie's Twitch channel yeeted. I want to watch that shit show, but it would be poetic justice if her PayPal was dismantled. No more donations, no more evading apps cuts, no more scams. The meltdown would be real. She might actually have to go get help if there's no way for the feeders to pay her anymore. You know she's making money on the side. I don't believe she got her check. I know she says she did, but I'm not buying this story. Like, how has she been able to survive, right? Even the times where she doesn't work as much, we see what people donate. How is she able to? She has to be making money on the side. Well, if those feeders can't donate to her anymore, I don't know, maybe they'll get her help sooner. I believe it can happen, especially with those things people do that are like 80 to 90% THC at that point. It's like a hard drug. Even, are you talking about like the gas station stuff? Well, that stuff's crazy because I don't know. I fell down a weird rabbit hole. And these people can buy like an empty or an empty vape, right? Like a dispo cartridge, whatever, and put whatever the fuck they want in it. Like that's so dangerous. I don't believe she got her check. I don't either, here for fun. Could she have gotten a small check from her second channel, the Beezer show? Now that might be possible because maybe they didn't consider her violating whatever. So technically she could still get paid. That I could believe. I don't believe she got a paycheck from her main channel whatsoever. And nobody can convince me otherwise unless she shows that it's deposited into her account. the hot knife stuff people do, it has to be through feed or stuff. I think so too, Spicy. I think it is a neurodivergent thing. I have a friend who drinks 2 Red Bulls to get to sleep. Yeah, like I drink caffeine to function. Not that it like gives me all this energy and I can do it all. Like it just helps me so I can complete tasks. And I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else, but like without caffeine, everything gets started and not one thing gets accomplished. With caffeine, I'm able to do each task one by one. I'm not medicated for my ADHD. I tried it at one point and then I found myself looking up ways to get high off of what I was on. And I realized that it wasn't a safe option for me. Caffeine, I'm too scared to overdo it because I don't want my heart to explode. Which is so funny to me because I didn't care when I was doing coke, like heart explode, whatever. Woo! But like caffeine, if my heart starts racing, I'm like, I'm gonna die. Hi, Erin. It's just too much of her ego to admit it. I think so too. And she has to keep the facade up for Salah, right? She's still making all this money, YouTube, woohoo. She's gonna get him to Canada. How is she gonna do that with no income? I get it. I'm neurodivergent too. Caffeine helps me function. I have an adverse reaction to meds that supposedly calm other people down. Same. I just want her to lose every monetization, every avenue that she can scam, exploit. Keep your YouTube diary, just not the money from being a bad person, Foodie. I agree with you, Dastardly. Hey, Grunge. Yes, because you're ADHD. I can't take it. Of course, I will over. Yeah, it was a scary thing. I was seriously looking up ways and that I don't know. Like I have to know what's safe to be around me and what's not, right? Like I have a muscle relaxer that helps me and it truly like I don't know, I take it at night and I wake up the next day and my back isn't one fucking knot. And so I don't want to ruin what I have going on. So like I don't even think about abusing that, right? But something about when I had Adderall in my possession, like I don't know, it was like a light went off in my head and I'm like, "Oh, we're going to have some fun here." So, you know, I'll just stick to caffeine. Girl World Watcher tagged YouTube and Team YouTube and said Foodie is having a mental breakdown during this live. It has been reported she shouldn't be having a channel if she isn't well. Youth shouldn't be seeing this type of content. And we know the youth watches her. There was kids who came up to her in the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, whatever it was. And then they were in her chat again on Twitch. I don't think her channel, it shouldn't be viewable to really anybody. Are you inspired after watching her? Are you changing your life? Are you realizing that you need to go get help and all that? Like, is she encouraging anything good? Like, go talk to somebody. Rehab is great. OA is great. It's just a place where people go to do bad with her and they all self-sabotage. But yet she wonders why she's not attracting anything good. There's not one good thing she's doing. If you think about how many vulnerable people that watch her, right? Like the Beezers, they're not all there, at least some of them, right? I'm not speaking for everybody because we have some Beezers or former Beezers that hang out with us and they are nice and normal. But I'm saying the people in her chat, the Teardrops, the Tracys, that weird ghost face gamer kid, all those people, like they're not okay. And they think because Foodie's doing something, you know, it must be okay. There's a reality. There's people who do that with public figures. Oh, they're promoting this. I want to be just like them. I want to buy this. Anyways, there's nothing good that comes out of watching her. This is my point. This is my point. I know she thinks she's helping people, but just I even remember like Teardrop. I always get Teardrop and Tracy confused. But like they come in and they eat with her. Oh, I just had my third meal. Oh, my husband's eating off the floor, but I'm eating Chick-fil-A. Thank you for sending me this, Foodie. Like they're all people that go to do bad together. I used to be that person who would find the people who just wanted to drink before a meeting. So, I mean, I get it. But it's not a good thing. Bad Seed said, I'm starting to think she has money problems. I wonder why. Why the big crash out if she's not having money problems yesterday? I know she went insane because people were pressuring her about getting her cat spayed. Apparently she called a place and they said it was $1,000. So I don't think she's going to do that now. And she's having a whole meltdown. But if she got her check and she was able to buy that brand new Samsung Galaxy, whatever the fuck it was, for $1,100, why can't she afford to get her cat spayed? And $1,000, does that sound right to you guys? Wasn't it supposed to be a low-cost clinic that her aunt knew of somebody and they were hooking Chantel up? $1,000 is low cost? I don't know. I feel like I don't know how it is anywhere else in the world, but I will say California offers a variety of options, right? Like you can do your research and there's organizations that will help you get your animals spayed. There's even pop-up clinics where if you go first thing in the morning with your pet, they'll do a spay, neuter, microchip, and vaccines. Even the humane society, like if you adopt a dog, I mean, they already spay and neuter, but they like charge you the least amount for it or whatever. There's just so many options. Like you don't have to go to the top notch. Maybe you can, if you can afford to go to the top notch, but I feel like 500 would be the most I've seen around here, maybe 600, 700. And that's not considered low cost, right? It's just not. And I think that's after everything like blood work, anesthesia. But $1,000, $250 for a female dog at mine. It only costs $850. Hold on, let me scroll up. It went away. It only costs $850 to spay a horse. Really, Nishal? For some reason, I would think it would be more, but that's in Canadian dollars. That I keep forgetting about that. She's insane because she did not get paid and she doesn't want us to know. Yeah, she's broke. Why does nobody Google how much it costs in Canada to spay a cat? It's nowhere near. A lot of people did, but I don't live in Canada. So I guess I want to see who out there has paid $1,000 for their pet to be spayed. Are you from Canada? And please let us know. I remember back in the day, I paid, God, I think it was $300 to have my pug neutered. But again, that was like with anesthesia and everything. Anyway, she has money problems. She can get a new phone. She can't fix her cat because priorities. Don't get a fucking animal if you can't commit to the care for it. Do you guys have care credit in Canada? So many vets out here offer that. And I think you can use it for multiple things, like your dental office will take it too. And I believe care credit even approves people with bad credit or not perfect credit, I guess I should say. Do you guys have care credit out there? Why can't she get care credit? Oh, her credit sucks. There's that. You can get a cat spayed $120 here. I'm Canadian and no, it does not cost that much. Thank you, Naughty Box. She's needing money for her. Well, there was people too that said, I guess she called on live and I guess the people said it's $1,000. They think that if anything, she'll take the cat to like a cheaper place and then keep the money, like do a come up off of it. That I can believe that too. Apparently she kept crying and looking at the screen. She looks psychotic. Wow. Imagine this being your life, crying for a man who doesn't love you. He just wants citizenship. All these meltdown and everything else. It's insane to me. A man with the smallest penis I think I've ever seen in my whole adult life. He doesn't love her, doesn't care about her, wanted to shit on her. I mean, but we're melting down for this guy. Okay, no shit, what gave it away? I've been lonely for years. Well, Teardrop, you seem miserable. I can imagine nobody would want to spend any time with you. You look grumpy as fuck. Don't most people smile in their photos? She looks like a thug. I don't know. Looks like a mugshot photo. Not that only thugs get mugshot photos. I have a variety of mugshots, okay? One day I might make a calendar just for fun. Girl World Watcher said she is sickening, pretending to cry for money so people feel sorry for her. Stop blaming people for your mistakes. You should have read platform rules, and then you never would have been banned. You are a selfish, horrible bitch who deserves nothing. I can't get over how there's only hair on half of her head. It's like somebody mowed a lawn and just stopped halfway because they got too tired and realized how much work it was. Or maybe they started drinking before mowing the lawn and they stopped halfway because, who wants to mow the lawn anymore when you're at that point? Anyways, I never want to hear this woman talk about anybody's looks ever. And I know she watches everything about herself. So I just need you to know that, Chantel. You can never talk about anybody. Because at this point, everybody and their mama and their husbands have more hair than you combined. All right. I know we have clips coming, okay? She loves the unibrow. Hey, Ricky Bobby, I guess his looks, but he doesn't even look like how he did when she was first talking to him. Like before, you could be like, okay, like he was the best looking of anything she's ever got. But now he looks like a 60-year-old man with a cocaine and corn hub addiction. Anyway, she was live crashing out on her main channel. I know she was bouncing back and forth, and I believe the YouTube crash out was deleted, but don't worry because we have clips from it. Here's a recap from her time to chill. Wait. Ads before this 2 fucking minute mark. Says she rented a car, bought more Dollar Tree toys for the cat who shall not be named. It still doesn't have a name. Banned allegedly from visiting family Christmas Eve. Oh my gosh. You know, there was a time I was banned from Christmases, and it was because I was in addiction. Are we still all just going to say this is just weed? Her family doesn't want her there for Christmas. Got a cow picture. Oh, yeah. And she said it was like $500, but somebody found it for $5, I think, on sale. Got a cow picture, e-begging for spay money, chat fighting her about spaying the cat. So anyways, throughout the stream, blocking, asking chat to dox FFG, threatens to sue FFG, melting down, dumbass accidentally ends stream. Here's another one. Says she rented a car, but the roads are really bad. Brought bullshit from the Dollar Tree, including toys for the unnamed cat. That's very... Okay. Even the ad blockers are struggling. Ordered some new stuff for her head. Oh, good. I was worried she wasn't going to. I'm not going to my mom's tomorrow, she says. Not fucking invited to Christmas. Thinks her relative won this $500 item and just gave it to her. I feel like this is seen at every Ross and Marshall's around. A lot of people have no content except for me. You know, she can't really say that anymore. I get more views on my puppy cam streams than I do on these foodie beauty ones. So other people do have content. You're the only one struggling right now, Chantel. We don't have to be so blocky. Someone's broke as fuck. Yes. I made some phone calls to some vets and I just want to cry. I just want to move to a cheaper country. Try begging for the cat spay procedure. Claims even with a 40% discount at a hospital, it's $800. Hi, Joe. She went on a shopping spree in her entitlement. Hey, Maeve. I still don't know how to say your name. Hopefully I say it right. Maeve. She went on a shopping spree and her entitlement will be the end of her, and I am seated for it. Yep. I feel like people who aren't humble, life will humble them. It just takes some time. I wasn't humble before. I wasn't grateful for anything. I would consider myself, I used to be a spoiled brat. And then life humbled me with addiction and all kinds of things. You know, there was one point I slept in an alley in Pomona. I'm not proud of this, but when you aren't humble and your ego is very large, your ego will be your downfall. And then you get served a slice of humble pie. And it's not very fun, but it's a pivotal moment. Some people deserve those moments. I was one of those people. I'm not saying I deserved everything that happened to me, right? Like there were some things I truly didn't fucking deserve. But I definitely needed to be humble. I thought I wasn't touchable. I thought everything happened to other people except for me. And I see that all with Chantel. So it's kind of beautiful to witness in real time. We're watching her ego get destroyed. We are. Let's help Folds find some services. Less than $800. in her area. Complaining female cats are so expensive. Is it because you're trying to spay her while she's in heat? That is more expensive. I forgot she was in heat. It just dawned on me. I do know some vets do charge more. Lies and says cats won't be spayed under 6 months old per her vet consultation. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. Ignored this comment. You said you had an appointment for her shortly after you got her. Why did you lie? Chat is having none of her lies about the cost of spaying. Chantel, that's the price these days. Don't get a cat if you can't afford it. Having pets are expensive. You got to be prepared for shit. So you only rang one vet? This kind of seems like research you should probably do yourself. Why would you want the internet to know where to pick up your pet from after surgery? Fake spreadsheet about the cost of spaying. Okay, so this is a lot to me, but again, you bought this cat knowing that there was going to be spays and everything else involved, food, whatever else. God forbid she gets sick. And if you can afford an $1,100 phone and $2,200 in rent, why can't you pay this for a spay? You spend $30 on DoorDash every time. Why can't you afford $892? Chat told her to fuck off with her e-begging for this spay. Do not get a pet if you can't afford to take care of it. I mean, that's the quote for all that stuff. She's had nothing. Maybe they included a microchip and vaccines and deworming and all that too. Maybe that's why it was so much. The cat doesn't have anything. So the chat told her to fuck off. Okay, I mean, maybe that's the quote for all this stuff. She's had nothing, so it's the full vaccines and spay procedure. Hey, M. Hobbs. Hey, Lori. If she went to adopt a cat legitimately, it would have been already spayed. True. Mine was. Coco was spayed. They had her rabies done. We just took her to the vet a week after adopting her and got all of her vaccines, except for the rabies. She was dewormed, everything. So I don't know. For the most part, if Foodie had done things the right way, she wouldn't have had to worry about it. She didn't need a $300 kitten. She could have went through a rescue or Humane Society. There's so many cats in the shelter. So many cats right now. Kittens, senior pets. Why would you buy a brand new animal when there's something already waiting for you that's been dumped and deserves a second chance in life? That's how I feel. Okay, pretending to schedule her spay appointment, but they're all full because nowhere else is available. Also, who the fuck is sending her WhatsApp and Facebook messages? Just wait, it's the holidays. Oh, the chat's having none of it. Look after Christmas. So call and put her on the waiting list. Could Pete's maybe use his inheritance to spay to help out? My brother was put on a wait list, Twitching Beezer said. Ad blocker issue. Okay, raging about the cost of spaying, making it unattractive to adopt pets. I think adoption is very attractive because your animal already comes to you spayed or neutered. How about stop buying from kitten mills and puppy mills? I only paid $400 for the complete package, spay, vaccines, chip, worms, meds, Free the People said. Didn't she once say don't have kids if you can't afford them? She did. She did. Chat going in. We're not talking about stray cats. You didn't take care of Julia's stitches. You're still getting emotional with these subjects. You shouldn't. Ottawa has hundreds of vets. You are a bad liar. If you can't eat it, you won't spend money on it. Get bent. That is so true. If you can't eat it, you won't spend money on it. Everyone's going on holidays now due to Christmas and New Year's. True. This is why you plan everything before the holidays, before the vets go out of town. Take a week off, whatever it is they want to do. Do you guys not realize how psycho you sound? She said, accusing 100% of chat of being FFG fans. Back to blocking 99% of chat, talking about her lack of animal care. Enjoy having 2 viewers, folds. Lori, if you're listening, by the way, thank you for these recaps. Beezers are clearly watching FFG because they know she is sniping. They said FFG is sniping, foaming at the mouth. Why is FFG still here? Threatens she will contact FFG's brother to serve her. Oh, so we're encouraging doxing? And then Lori tagged Twitch and Twitch support. Asking for chat to provide FFG's address at the 4525-ish mark. Holy shit. If I get banned from here, I'm done, as she sniffles. Wants to be offline? Then go away. I come online just to talk and be positive. I don't know the last time I saw her be actually positive. The fake positivity that lasted a day, that doesn't count. I've said many times, leave me alone. I'm putting a fucking restraining on her, FFG. Sure, Jan. And then she accidentally ends the stream. But I do have clips from her meltdown. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure we knew everything that happened for the most part. Again, thank you, Lori, if you're listening. I don't know if you are. There are adult cats and not tiny kittens, which is what all cats will turn into in a matter of like 3 months. This is true. I think everybody wants a kitten, or a puppy, for example, but they don't realize that these animals grow up and get bigger. So please, too, like if you're adopting, realize a puppy isn't going to stay 10 pounds forever. The kitten isn't going to stay the size of a potato. When you get an animal, it's alive. As long as they're alive, that's your commitment. 12, 18 years, that's your commitment. And nothing is free in this life, right? Like nothing is. Animals are going to cost money. They get sick just like us. They need medication sometimes just like us. There's diabetic animals out there. Anyways, and also, I do want to say search if you have an animal and there's ever an emergency and see if care credits and you're an option for you. I'm not encouraging anybody to go run up credit card bills or anything, but I know care credit is an option out here. And you could use it at your vet. You could use it to get dental work done. You could probably even use it for a boob job. I don't know. All right, here's a clip. Yes, we're rage crying at the idea of her Twitch being taken away. Foodie wants to log off for a month while having no income lined up, then go begging to her mom. The fucking gall of this 43-year-old baby. All right, I'm going to go full screen for this.
I'm off the internet, guys.
Hi,
I'm
Nicole.
done. I'm seriously done.
No one report her.
I'm exhausted. I'm not running anymore.
Running?
I'm done.
You
Fuck
haven't
all
run
of you.
once.
Hi, Israeli. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Are you Anne?
You've never run. You've never run.
I'm done.
Go, you can't stand.
You want me off the internet? Bye, I'll go. And then you'll have no fucking job either. So, see ya.
Because, other lolcows don't exist. You're so right. You're the only one.
I'm sick of these people. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, don't be a public figure if you want people talking about you. Like, womp womp.
We're sick of you too. That's why I would rather watch my dog dig a hole in my backyard than watch you lately. You are a waste of space, a waste of oxygen. You contribute nothing to society, to YouTube. Nothing. Nothing. There's not one positive thing about you. I've been sick of you forever. If you want to go, go. I don't think there's anybody who's going to beg you to stay.
Bye.
Seriously, can you look at me right now? Can you tell me that this is actually mentally a healthy thing for me? No matter how much money you make,
Girl,
it's
this
not
is just
worth
because you
it.
don't have weed.
It's
Oh my
not
god.
worth it to me. I don't feel like it is.
Girl, if you were high,
And
you would give a
yes,
fuck.
I feel trapped because obviously social media, it's the only thing I can do right now.
I think you
But
get a job.
honestly, I really don't want to. I really don't want to. I hate coming on here anymore.
Bye.
Like, I really do. I'm just tired of it. Like,
Then go away.
I don't know. I just hate it.
Someone tells her this is self-inflicted. No one thinks this is healthy.
I hate the environment, like the
That you've
community.
cultured.
I want away from it. I fucking hate it.
The community you've
And
made.
I feel like it's like that's why I feel like it's just I really feel like I should just log off for a month. I don't care. I
Bye.
will scrounge. I will get help from
Scrounge.
family. I don't know what I'll have to do, but
What family?
I feel like I just can't be online right now.
Okay. Well, hopefully we don't see you today then. Wookie, yeah, that's true. A lot of vets will work with you. They will. If there's ever an emergency, please take your animal to a vet because they'd rather your animal get treatment than die at home or you try to figure it out. If you're honest with them, a lot of times they'll do a payment plan with you. So I worked at a specialty vet where they did like cancer treatment. They did chemo and radiation, internal medicine, all kinds of things, right? And there was people where their animals, they needed big surgeries, right? They did. And not a lot of people just have $12,000 on hand. They don't. So they work with you and you make a payment plan. But keep up with your payment plan because you'll want to use that vet again. Don't just run up a bill and leave, okay? You never know how life is going to work out and you're going to need to use that vet again for an emergency. So always do the right thing, you guys. 500 pounds and no money said, you hate the community you created. You doxed people. You lied. You grifted. Even using a child with special needs to fund a trip to Dubai. You even had the audacity to claim Allah is on my side and my God hates you. You reap what you sow, Foodie. Nobody cares. Do you remember how many times she told us that her God hated us? I think it's important to say this. And again, I'm not trying to go into the bullshit. If anybody thinks I feel a certain way about a religion, I hate what Foodie has portrayed. I'll say that, having to hear how her God hates us and everything else, and her being supposedly Muslima, but since she reverted, doxed children, was absolutely disgusting, hateful. We've seen her exploit a child with disabilities. We've seen her steal nursing kittens from their mother. I hate whatever she is. And that doesn't mean a religion. It's whatever's possessing her, whatever is on her shoulder, whatever is attached to her. That is what I will say. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I despise it. Anyways, Blue Eyed Leo said, notice her users have repeatedly asked her to film her going to Dollar Tree. Of course, she couldn't do that. They would ask what the single moms are getting. Yeah, I want to ask her. Like, it's nice and dandy that she wants to do something for single moms for the holidays. She's not going to, okay? She starts lots of donations and she's going to do XYZ. We went through it when she was feeding stray cats. She pockets most of the money. But she was going to get them $5 Tim Hortons gift cards. What is a single mom going to do with that? Like, why not a $5 Target gift card or $10 or a $10 Walmart gift card or to a grocery store or something? Like, that shit we can use, right? I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean. I think it's nice if she was truly doing that from the bottom of her heart. But just know that she's going to do $5 gift cards for them and order herself $30 worth of DoorDash later. And she also said she doesn't respect single moms because it takes no talent to be able to spread your legs. So do we really believe she's trying to do something for them? Because I have questions. I have questions. Single moms get shit and shoved. Right? She's grows the dark negative energy. She is Wookiee. I do not think that Foodie is religious at all. Nope. Whatever she's claiming to be, she doesn't know God. She doesn't know God. I'm not going to make this a religious chat, but I feel like just the other day I was telling you guys how like the only thing that could make me really change my mind about her is like if she accepted the Lord and Savior into her heart and went to rehab and basically became a nun, right? And I know the God that I love, the God that I pray to, all he wants to do is get to know people. And I don't think he hates anybody. I think he hates what people do, the decisions they make, right? So I can't imagine telling somebody with your full chest how much your God hates them. I guess to me, God is love. And I didn't always have that view. I thought God was anger and jealous and vengeful and spiteful. And I thought that God caused things, but he doesn't, right? He doesn't. We cause things, people cause things. Anyways, I always say I'm not going to get religious. And then I don't know. I can't help myself. And I'm not religious, to be honest. I don't go to church every Sunday. I just pray a whole lot. I do. Milk and Cookies, which is Milky Chai, said, "Why wasn't I good enough for Salah? You left him." She threw a tantrum and said she was going home. So then he booked her a flight to leave. You weren't good enough for Salah because did you ever try truly? When you commit to marrying somebody and being a housewife, right? That's what you were supposed to be because you stay at home. I feel like that entails certain things, right? Like I stay at home, I work from home, stay at home mom. My house is clean, bathroom spotless. Kitchen, I need to unload the dishwasher, but there's not layers of dust, dirt, grime. Like it's clean. I go out in the backyard and I poop or scoop a million times a day. I water a garden, wash endless amounts of clothes. How did Foodie truly ever do any of that at all? I feel like we heard him complain about all the water bottles she couldn't be bothered to pick up. There was like 6 in a room and he wasn't fond of that. She even complained when he would ask her to make him food. Like she would always say, first thing in the morning, he would wake up, so it's for breakfast, and she didn't want to do that. The majority of the relationship, we saw him try to get her to do things and her decline. And the only time she ever wanted to go out or do anything was if she was promised food or food was going to be there. Why Foodie gets upset, she yells really vile, hurtful things that can't be undone. It's true, Adams. Hey, alpaca mom, she makes me so angry. Same. Crying because she wants enough money to fly back to him, yes. But apparently she can't go back. I don't know if she ever elaborated on why. Okay, Debbie said, well, you want me to make you a list? Okay, you smell. You can't bathe yourself. You're loud, obnoxious, rude, dysfunctional. You're 500 pounds, have 3 stomachs. You can't wash your body. You're unreligious. You swear, you fart, you poop in your pants. You're evil. Crochet with Ashmi said she fully expected him to chase her down and beg her back. Why would you beg for a burden back? I feel like even when they were vlogging, remember when they went out to the watering hole? I don't know what it actually is, but that's like, it was a watering hole. Okay, it was a hole of water. He was trying to enjoy it and she was eating in most of the scenes and complaining. And there was like this little hill she had to go down and she was acting like she was about to die. It didn't look like a stress-free day. I remember even she filmed him for a second and he had a look of pure hatred staring at her. Yup said, "Happy Christmas, mates. Enjoy this picture that Foodie Beauty drew back in 2020 of her anger." The text reads, "I deserved this somehow." Yes, you did, Foodie. And you always will. This is the demon that's attached to her. I don't know, maybe I've seen too many scary movies, but usually children who draw these things, there's something haunting them. So something is attached to Chantal. Was it Insidious? I can't remember now. Insidious is like ringing out in my head or like standing out, but maybe it wasn't Insidious. Anyways, this is what's attached to her. Mrs. Fuba Booty said, so she went live crying to try and get Scatla's attention and pity again. Shocking. Never saw that coming. They must be fighting again. She only acts this insane when they fight. Or like, it seems like they're on again and off again. Sometimes he'll talk to her, sometimes he doesn't. And the times where she doesn't hear from him is when she usually is raging, spiraling. Ghost Crab said, why wasn't I good enough for Salah? My guess is that even a Syrian romance scammer will not put up with having his bed shit in once a week. What do you guys think was the reason? Oh yeah, how could we forget that she crapped his bed and then puked all over his bathroom and into the sink?
I'm feeling sorry for myself. Like, why wasn't I good enough for Salah? I'm feeling sorry for myself. Like, why wasn't I good enough for Salah?
I don't know. Why didn't you try? And why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself? I feel like that's a huge part of the problem. Like, you've been in this pity party for far too long. It's time to stop pitying yourself and doing something to fix your situation. Every man leaves you. Ask yourself why. Even a man who wants to shit on people and grape them doesn't want you anymore. Why is that, Foodie? Medicinal Pothead said, I think it was the ladle and mattress that did him. I mean, I understand people get really, really sick and shit literally can happen. But like, would you be attracted to somebody who's regularly shitting in your bed? I wouldn't be. Regularly? Who wants to do that? Who wants to always have to clean your bedding because an adult couldn't make it to the toilet? She's not a child. Like, accidents should be long done and over with. I think at some point, even though he likes shit, he probably got tired of sleeping with it. Maybe. This is from last night. She also said, oh, hold on, let me scroll up. It looks like she got about 5 gift bags. I'm thinking mom, sister, aunt, stepdad, and grandpa. She lies, so I bet she's seeing them for Christmas. Yeah, I guess she had a visitor. And people were talking about it. Who could it be? It was probably her aunt or her mom. Erin, did I say hi to you? Hello, hello. Are you working today? And if I haven't told you lately, I am so fucking proud of you. Okay, so Medicinal Pot has said food, a man, and money. The 3 pillars of Foodie Beauty's life. That's sad. Medicinal Pothead said, I was wondering where her last Twitch video went. It got age restricted, so maybe Twitch is watching her now. Maybe her Twitch will be next. Tinder profile versus real life. Wait, Foodie is playing old videos from her YouTube catalog on her TV and showing them during her current Twitch stream. Amidst that, she uploaded this old TV show audition video. Oh my gosh.
I wanna hold the hand inside you.
Hey guys, my name is Chantal Marie and I am a professional shower singer. I'm 34 years old and I'm from a
Crazy Joe said she also shit on the floor in the hall and just threw a towel on it and left it for family to find. Oh
small town in Ontario called Cornwall. And I live with my boyfriend of about 7 years now and our 2 cats, Sammy and BB Junes. So I'm a crazy cat lady. What can I say? I used to work as an executive assistant in a psychiatric hospital and just felt like
Let me speed
I
her up.
needed to do something that made me happy. So I left my job and I started YouTube, doing YouTube and vlogging. And I
Her
now
teeth
have
do
3
look
YouTube
white.
channels that I work on. And between the 3 channels, I have a total of about 34,000 subscribers. And it has been amazing to have an audience and so much support online. I tell story times, I share recipes, I do eating shows, I have a weight loss channel, and I actually just started a new channel where we'll be doing mini documentary style
A weight loss channel?
about unsolved mysteries. I'm doing this video today because singing for me has always been a coping mechanism. It's always been there through my dark times in life. I can remember as early as the age of 6 just locking myself in my room and reciting Madonna's Immaculate Collection CD, doing music videos and things like that in my own little dream world. And throughout my whole life, that nagging childhood dream has always remained, and it's there still.
Well, it should go away.
And while I do sing pretty much every day to myself and to my cats, I would love to do it professionally and make it a dream come true. So that being said, today I'm going to sing for you Nancy Sinatra's Bang Bang. So I want to thank you for taking the time to listening to this audition, and I sincerely hope I hear back from you. Thanks.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang. He shot me down. Bang, bang. I hit the ground. Bang, bang. That awful sound. Bang, bang. My baby shot me down.
Hey, Kelly. My ears.
Seasons came and changed the time. When I grew up, I called him mine. He would always laugh and say, remember when we used to play?
Okay, well, this is. Let's go towards the end. I can't listen to her sing this whole song.
Tell me, do you think it'd be I could just crash here tonight.
Why'd you have to ruin that song, Chantel?
You could see I'm no shape.
Anyway, I got no place to go. I want to listen to the Gin Blossoms. All right. Well, that was horrific. Chantel Marie's The Shot audition 2018. I'm assuming they didn't call her back. Look at what she's done to herself. Hold on. Oh my Lord. She looks like a Mr. Potato Head. Your eyes were never this large. Let's see. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. I don't think she was ever a 10, but she used to resemble something normal looking. And now it looks like something I would throw in the trash. There you go. Anyways, Medicinal Pothead said what Salad thought he was getting versus what he got. To the men out there, would you chase this? Especially after she shit in your bed? Would you even bring this into your bed? I mean, maybe if you did at like 2 a.m. when you were inebriated. And hopefully that would be like the thing that got you sober. Like that would be the only way I can understand, because when you're under the influence, everybody looks pretty decent. Everybody does. Credit to just saying this didn't age well now, did it? Where's your man? Your tears are only because you're embarrassed, not fooling anyone. Okay, what is this?
He just wants me to be healthy. No, that's what I'm saying. You just like he really just wants me to be healthy.
Wait, how did I get there?
Not
I'm so confused.
thin, but healthier. Like, you know.
Hold on. Oh, fuck my life. I swore I was clicking on something else, and then I ended up on another tweet. But hold on, I'm going to get us back to where we were. I thought I was going to be doing a small, short stream. No. We still have a lot to cover. Okay, well, I don't know where it went. Was it in here? I don't know. I give up. We're just going to have to accept. Wait, so Chantal called up a bougie vet and got an estimate for $1,000 to show her idiot beezers. This is a grift. In Ottawa, cat spaying costs vary widely, from around $140 to $200 at subsidized clinics like the Ontario SPCA to potentially $250 to $400 plus at regular vet clinics, with some high-end quotes reaching over $1,000, including extras. Affordable options often involve driving to places like, is it Lanark, Leeds, and Grenville or Brockville, while local rescues offer transport. Why wouldn't you just call the vets that are 140 or 200 and go with them? I feel like, again, she's just going to go with tell us the high end, but she's going to end up paying 140 and pocketing the rest and giving it to Salah. Guarantee she'll take the cat to the low-cost place and pocket the difference from the money that the beezers give her. Rule number 1, folks. Why is she lying? In Canada, spaying a cat typically costs $200 to $500 at a private vet, but can range from under $100 at low-cost clinics like humane societies or animal services to over $600 plus at high-end facilities, depending on location, cat's health, and including services like blood work or pain meds. It was a hint to them that she wants it funded, Lee said. How much did she expect it was going to cost? At any animal I've had spayed, it's always been over $1,000. If she can't afford pets, don't get them. Makes me sick. Here's one thing about being a pet owner. Sometimes you have to call multiple places. You do what you can afford, right? Like, can you go to a vet and pay $1 million in vaccines, or do you go to a vaccine clinic because you're doing right for your animal? Like, she needs to think like a normal human being. Call around and find out what's closer to 200, and that's probably the person you should go with, right? Or contact the Humane Society, where it's apparently free. I've never heard of it costing $1,000 to spay a cat. That seems insane to me. The Western Pennsylvania is cheaper for mostly everything. 800 at least doable the price. Yeah, the one that she showed. I mean, again, if she can afford an $1,100 phone, why can't she afford an $800 spay? Sometimes we have to think about priorities, right? And prioritize what's most important. To me, a spay trumps a phone, especially when she already had a phone that was still working, right? I mean, maybe I do it all wrong. I typically use shit until I can't anymore. Like it breaks or it just stops. I don't know. Like I don't just stock up on cell phones, you know? Maybe I'll have it that way one day, but then what's the point too? Like who needs two cell phones if you're not cheating or you're not a drug dealer or a doctor or a vet? Not like the gym. No, you don't like them? Those are your bandmates? Are you serious? I love them. I still listen to them to this day. To be fair, my dad really liked them when they were really big. And then I just have like good memories, I guess. I always had a good time with my dad in the car. Like he would play the dashboard keyboard and then turn it into like the drums. And then the steering wheel would be like whatever. Anyways, it was always like one big concert. So, anyways, nobody cares. Flashing Bandu said, I drew this up. If you talk to them, tell them that their music is incredible. And there's an old 60 some odd year old man who has loved them since day one. Okay, so Flashing Pondu said, I drew this up. He's not old. I just like to tell him that because it, like, I don't know. Who doesn't call their parents old? I call my sister old too, and she's only 2 years older than me. I'm old, shit. I drew this up after hearing Chantel listing what she wants in a man. Chantel is such a catch, you guys. So these are the qualities Chantel brings to a relationship. Super morbidly obese. These problems that I cannot say. Unable to walk for more than a minute. Uncontrolled type 2 diabetes. Sleep apnea. I can say it, just not on YouTube. I don't want the stream gone. Sleep apnea, bald, unemployed, broke, barren. Has exactly one friend, not close to her family, severe mental health issues, oppositional defiance disorder, a public lolcow, compulsive liar, poor hygiene, and oral hygiene. Qualities Chantel expects in a relationship: young, slim figure, attractive face, Middle Eastern ethnicity, employed, mentally stable, physically fit, not close with their family, doesn't want to go out with friends, doesn't like going out, homebody, wants to be on camera, willing to claim Chantel online. Well, I guess she's going to have to start earning money because she's going to have to pay for somebody who's slimmer than her and more attractive. She tried too high of a scam price. I would love to see Foodie working standing all day. Me too. I hope she vlogs it. I said this earlier, 1K is what she needs for rent. That's coming up. Always sus with her. That's true. She has to start paying it in February, right? Alexa said she can't get monetized on TikTok because she's Canadian. Banned from YouTube, banned from Patreon. Twitch will be next if she keeps up being rude to her audience because it breaks their terms of service. Cameo makes nothing, and her PayPal is dry. A few hundred won't cover her. She needs to be in an insane asylum. She does. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going to places that you need, right? Like there was a time I frequented all the rehabs, sober livings, all of that, but like I needed them. I didn't stay for very long, unfortunately, but I needed them. There was times where I had to be hospitalized because I was fucking insane. I was, but that's what happens when you stay up for like 7 days. Anyways, I was enjoying some quiet time with the tree. I turned it on because it just seemed like the perfect morning, right? Like we have it on at night, but it's dark, it's cold, it's raining, it's very wet out. Very cold. Did I mention that? Anyways, I was enjoying the peace and quiet before the chaos happens. There's going to be lots of cooking over here and wrapping today. I don't know. I'm cooking today for tomorrow because I don't enjoy having a million things to do on Christmas Day. I don't know about anybody else, but it stresses me the fuck out. So I'm making my pasta salad today for tomorrow. And then I'm in charge of the candied yams, but I'll just do that tomorrow. That doesn't take very long, but I got to start chopping shit. And I hate chopping. I don't know if anybody else out there likes chopping. The only thing I used to chop, like enjoy chopping, I don't do anymore. So there's that. The tree is very crowded this year. Not under, I'm talking about on it. My parents started this tradition, like my mom mainly. When me and my sister were little, every year during Christmas time, we'd get to go to the Hallmark store and pick out one ornament, right? Mine were usually always Disney related, like Little Mermaid, things like that. Anyways, and then now like she does that with the grandkids. So there's so many ornaments that they don't even all fit on the tree anymore, but boy, do we try to make them. Your pasta salad, it's really good. It's good as a side dish. It's good really year round. And when you make a big batch of it, you can kind of have it to snack on the whole week, like with your meals. It's good. I was listening to Christmas music this morning. I feel like you have to listen to Happy Xmas by John Lennon. I just ignore Yoko, or try to anyways, tune her out. I feel like it's a beautiful song. I personally say Christmas, but I'm saying the song title. Then, I don't know if you guys heard this song. The music video is kind of creepy, so I really don't recommend watching it. Just listen to the song. I like the darkness. Christmas time, Don't Let the Bells In. That was a good song. And then I was listening to the Ramones. Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight. We don't usually fight on Christmas, but there's definitely been family drama during the holidays before. Granted, it was all over me, but you know, at the spay clinics here, at the spay clinics here will be your cheapest. If you go to VCA or Banfield, they will charge a lot, but you get more, like IV fluids and pain meds. They're still big. We just saw them last month. That's so cool. Making a ham with pineapple and ginger ale. I'd eat all the pineapple soaked in the ginger ale. This little bird is so cute. Debbie's World said, so the piece of garbage could afford an extra second phone that she didn't need, that I think she spent like $1,500 on for it, but she can't afford to spend $800 to take care of the cat right now. What a piece of garbage, total garbage loser, horrible animal abuser jerk. If for some reason, by any chance, you stumbled across this live stream and you're wondering why we're so mean to a woman called Chantel, Foodie Beauty, Chins, Folds, whatever you want to call her, she's an animal abuser. She abandons animals, dumps them off, neglects them. She's had a cat with ingrown nails, all kinds of things, right? She stole a nursing kitten from its mother. She bought a $300 cat that she can't afford to spay. There's so many reasons that we don't like her that I can't even get into right now. But she's not harmless. She's not a woman just doing her best. She's not somebody just going through a tough time. She's downright evil, okay? Evil. So please don't feel bad for her. And if you're curious on who she is, just search Foodie Beauty and you'll find a bunch of documentaries, videos, all kinds of things. She is, and a human abuser too. I mean, so again, if you're just happening to find this live stream, I know there's been a lot of new faces because of the puppy streams. This woman had a child on her channel where there were people making disgusting comments towards this child, a minor with disabilities, saying, Chantel, can you pull up her shirt so I could goon for her? All kinds of things. And Chantel was made aware of this. And then she continued to put her up on her channel and exploit the shit out of her, this innocent little girl. She also promised the world that she was sending this little girl to a special school where she was going to get all the education she needs. She made it sound really great. It turns out the little girl was going to school in somebody's living room. Like Chantal took off with the money and she went to a hotel and she ate. So again, she's evil. Don't feel sorry for her. Do your research on her. You'll be busy for a minute. You might want to wait till after Christmas, okay? A lot of it's very sickening. If I sound like I'm just talking about it so nonchalantly, it's because she's just done so much. Like, I've been ragey before about it. I've been disgusted. My stomach's been in knots before. You know, I don't know what to say. I'm so used to having to explain how gross she is that it just sounds like words leaving my mouth, but it's not. It's serious what she does. It's truly disgusting. She's a monster. As the wiener burns, Alabama Chapstick posted.
All I want from you now is the truth.
Oh, I can't. Okay, you touch Foodie's sausage wallet, I'm out of here!
Oh my gosh.
All I want from you now is the truth.
Well, I can't. Okay, you touch Foodie's sausage wallet, I'm out of here!
Hey, Capone, she's done so much and hasn't been canceled. I've given up. Don't forget, she also doxed Dee Dee's poor mom in the nursing home. She did, Matt. She did. She used to dox a lot of people. She's actually who started it. She didn't like people who were talking about her, so she would get their information and post it. She was mad that Dee Dee stole her man, so she doxed her mother, who was in a nursing home. Said the room number and everything. She's doxed people's children. There used to be a creator, PI. I don't know if she's still around at this point, but Foodie and them doxed her children's school. Like, horrible things, right? And now Foodie's back to it. She stopped for a minute, but apparently now she's asking for FFG's docs on her platforms. Mrs. Fluba Booty said, poll time. In regards to Chantel and her absolute refusal to accept that she's being romance scammed for Canadian citizenship, is she the most pathetic person on the planet right now? Both options were yes. So Chantel says she's been in contact with the police and needs FFG's address and will have to pay $300 to have her served with papers. That means she's been told this is not a criminal matter. It's a civil one. If it were criminal, the police would handle everything. She also said she would pay for FFG's address. Yikes. Hectic said, yep, which wouldn't be necessary if the police were pursuing this criminally. They can easily find anyone's address. London said, wait, she wants to sue FFG for what? I think talking about her? I don't know. Acadia said, use that money towards vet fees, you numbskull. Exactly. And I made it her mom's and dropped off right before we had a major downpour. The gods favored me. How is it over by you? The backyard, like our backyard right now, like it's not flooded completely, but there's definitely a lot of water, like a lot. To the point I thought Coco was going to be swimming in it. Like, I know some places are flooding, and I'm praying for everybody. Stay safe. Get out of town if you need to. Don't forget to bring your pets. I know the thing about California, it doesn't rain for like a really long time, right? And then suddenly we get a lot of it. So a lot of times places that have been on fire recently, all that area will completely flood, go down, cause damages to people's houses. There's houses that slide off the hill, all kinds of things. So everybody, please just stay safe. We need the rain. We do. There's that. Sounds like she's trying to fit in by ganging up on FFG, trying to take the focus off of herself. I feel like everybody dislikes them equally, and they're both getting the same level of hate. There's still people talking shit about FFG, right? Like, it's not going to make Chantel look better to jump on it now. She had one opportunity, right? She had one chance when all this shit happened and FFG was being exposed by her brother, and she chose to be fake positive and not wish FFG bad and blah, 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 blah. And now she wants to jump on the hate train. Like, nobody's going to believe it. If anything, I'm more and more convinced every day that FFG and Chantel have some sort of agreement. I think it helps them both out when they're raging about each other, when Foodie's threatening to sue her and offer money for a dox, all those things. I think it helps both of them out with views. It's been done before. There used to be a YouTuber, well, she's still around, Shannon Rose. She used to do fake drama with creators. She had one creator pretend like he was stalking her because it would help both of their channels out. And then she got caught, and then everybody's hated her since. So there's that. Ambrielle said, I don't know anything about the side characters in Girl World, but if you grift off a cat's back and act like a saint while knowing it's dead, you're just as much of a piece of shit as Foodie Beauty, maybe worse. Amen. Fat Cow said, 'twas the night before Christmas, and chronically online, a vile beast was crashing, a spectacle divine. The viewers, they speculated, many theories they boasted. Was the cause of this breakdown because she was ghosted? Yes. But that was beautiful. Everybody loved it. Look at all the applause. I'm loving it. She tells her chat to fuck off, but when she needs them, they have to listen to her bullshit. Salah could literally look her in the face and tell her to fuck off, yet she still won't believe he doesn't love her. Naive, gullible, stupid, ignorant, etc. FFG and Foodie are secret lovers. I think so too. We do have a tornado warning in LA today. It was super windy earlier, not right now. Now we have flash flood warning. I keep getting them on my phone. I keep getting them. Chachi is not a fan of this weather. Like I said, Coco loves the water. I think that's why whoever had her before named her Otter. Well, that and because she's crazy. So maybe both. Alexa said, your mental health is not our problem. Remember? So true. Hold on. Did I skip a bunch of clips? I feel like somehow when I got off my Twitter. No, maybe I didn't. I did. This is the reason she thinks these Middle Eastern men chase after her. I knew I had
a list that I can get and pay for any man I want. A list that I can get and pay for any man I want. A list that I can get and pay for any man I want.
You can't now. You're going to have to be picking up men at the 99-cent store, I guess. Do you hear yourself, Chantal?
All of the things bad about me, I would not want in a partner. I would not want somebody with addiction, somebody super morbidly obese who can't hardly move. I wouldn't want it. That sounds awful, but it's because that would be awful to be with someone. I'm like that. So we would be 6 feet under, not very long. 2, it would just remind me of like they're a broken person. That how can they be in a relationship? You know, that's how I am exactly. So get chill.
But we were called all kinds of names for saying, how could he possibly love you? Like, you're not a good cook. You're not a good cleaner. You're not good at anything. I know that sounds harsh, but like, what does she bring to a relationship? We're supposed to believe a man is attracted to a woman who stays in the same position for 12 hours and is just staying there eating?
Chill and give massages.
Her Who Wants Citizenship streamed shortly before she found Salah.
All of the...
Okay, let's see. TLDR, basically, Salah's stringing her along, and she still believes him and his BS.
He was maybe going to come here, so I don't know. But I don't know.
So we were right when we said the plan. You were acting far too normal for somebody going through a breakup. Remember when she said she was going to be leaving Syria and she's like, oh, but everything's fine. We still love each other and respect each other. It's just not going to work out. And we said they're not really over. And then she started getting money to restart her life in Canada because she missed her freedom and she just wanted to bees and everything else. And we're like, she's acting far too sane and normal. We remembered how she acted when Nader broke up with her, right? When he started ghosting her and she used to stalk him, hang out, peek in his windows, all kinds of things, make excuses to go by. That's the kind of stuff she would do, stalk. But they were perfectly fine just breaking up. And no, the plan was that he was going to meet her in Canada.
Maybe we should just cold turkey. Because he doesn't seem to know what he wants either, but he did say he wants to come here. So I don't know. I feel like the way he talks, it sounds like he wants to get back together. Like after, I don't know. Like I'm so confused, and I didn't even think I was okay. I accepted the fact for the past week, no, for the past more than that, I was okay with the fact this is since the last time when I first got here, I've been crying. I haven't been crying over any of this, remember? And so now I'm just after a while because, yeah.
She's not a good person.
Putting your life on hold. That's why, so what I did was I'm not putting my life on hold. Okay. I can't do that. So what I decided to do kind of to trick my brain and try to also make progress was I said, okay, commit to yourself, do the work, discipline yourself, work really, really hard for a year and glow up and see where you are in a year. And whenever you're really polished and ready to go and you're in a better place and you're ready to be back with someone, then, you know, in the future, you're like delaying that gratification. Like, okay, so
Yeah, he wants to come to Canada.
someday maybe I will have my own handsome husband again. You know, maybe I will have someone to go through life with. Like maybe that's what I want, like a soulmate. You know, maybe that will happen. And no, that will happen. Allah will find me my husband in the future. But even if it's not so long, so that's how I trick myself. I
Why would Allah want to curse a man with you?
say, okay, you're lonely now, but work on yourself, and then God will give you somebody for you. And maybe it will be Slot, and if not, it's okay. It'll be someone else because you won't even care in a year from now. That's how I'm tricking myself. But that hanging on to that, like little, like, what's going on? What are we doing? Do I, you know, like, do I keep this alive? Because if we're going to be in a long distance, something we have to keep it alive. But then I'm like, but it just feels weird. It just feels like a sailed ship in a way. Okay.
Why don't you become somebody worth loving? I know that sounds harsh, but if you truly want to get this man back, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Nobody finds this attractive. It's not cute to watch a 40-some-year-old woman cry depression and going through a hard time for how many years now? Like 7? Like, how long does this hard time last? Start being productive. Stop sitting in the same spot. Start showering. Put on a fucking wig or shave your half head off. I don't know.
Can eat it too. No dating apps. I'm not looking for anyone. I'm sorry, I'm gross.
They both missed one another. She promised him citizenship. He promised to be her caretaker and fake hubby. I think you're right, Capone. Okay, hold on. These were all the clips I knew I retweeted, but I couldn't find them. Let me see if I have anything else. But I thought Salad liked big women. This is all from her. I believe this is deleted now.
But that's what I'm saying. You just like he really just wants me to be healthy. Not thin, but healthier. Like, you know.
Hey, Liz. Yeah, brush your rotten ass teeth. Who wants to kiss that? I tried to be somebody. I'm going to be honest. I don't think this person watches me, but if they do, I hope, for your sake, I desperately hope you changed this. There was this person I dated, and his teeth started out normal. And for whatever reason, he was deathly afraid of the dentist, right? And I remember calling places and seeing if they did sedation, because then his teeth just started getting like really, really bad, to the point where it smelled like rotten fish. But then how do you break up with somebody over bad breath, right? Like, how do you do this? And so every so often, I feel like weekly, I'd be like, let's get you to the dentist. This would be a really great thing. And then the mouth just started getting worse and worse and worse. And I swear it affected his mental health, because one day he slapped me across the face over something so stupid. Like, I didn't want to leave for the beach an hour later. I'm like, no, by the time we get there, it's going to be crowded. Anyways, I left and then I never looked back. But I promise you, people want to kiss a mouth that's been freshly brushed and does not taste like rotten fish. I stopped kissing that person for like a year before he slapped me. Maybe that's why he slapped me. Oh.
No, he said that. I need mental health help.
So go talk to somebody. I'm so sick of this shit. I need mental health help. Any other person I'd feel sorry for, but just last week, she was standing up therapy. And wasn't she supposed to be talking to like a Muslim, religious, spiritual, I don't know, guidance counselor? Like, she never does anything. She never steps into action. Like, we're supposed to feel sorry for her mental health, but this woman doesn't stay on her psychiatric meds or go to therapy. Like, how sorry am I supposed to feel? Everybody needs help. I'm on Zoloft. I go to therapy. Why? Because I am not normal and I need it. I feel like if I didn't stay on medication and talk to somebody about the weird thoughts in my head, I don't even know what kind of person I would be, to be honest with you. Some people need help, additional help. I am one of those people. There's no shame in it. But can you imagine if I stopped taking my medication and I stopped going to therapy, and every day I came live to tell you guys how depressed I was, and I couldn't shower, I couldn't brush my teeth, I couldn't clean, I couldn't function. Send me $1,000. It'll make me happier. I promise. And then like months and months and months go by. And next thing you know, it's a year and I still need $1,000 because I'm so depressed. Like, wouldn't you get tired of hearing that? At what point would you guys tell me, fuck off and go talk to somebody? Nobody can keep paying you to stay stuck. You know? Lori, hello. I'm on Cymbalta. Thank God it changed my life for the better. As we get older, sometimes you get a chemical imbalance. You do need help, just like people need blood pressure medicine. Nothing wrong with it. That's true. Things change. And sometimes your situation can cause some anxiety, depression. I know for me, when I first got sober, I don't know. I guess I just thought it was normal to always feel on edge and like panic and think and worry about things that aren't even a reality. Like, I could sit up seriously till 2 a.m. Worried about a war starting, or just like, I don't know, not that war isn't a reality, but like my brain gets really weird thoughts. And then suddenly I'm so worried about it, I'm spiraling. Um, and I thought it was normal to live like that and to basically get no sleep because you can't shut your mind off. But then anxiety started physically taking a toll on me. Like, I couldn't eat. And I would go to the doctors and he would tell me that I was malnourished and underweight. There was a point he was even concerned. He asked me, he was like, "Are you this, that, or the?" I was like, "No." I said, I want to eat right now. I just can't. My anxiety is so bad. I remember I was going to the hospital because my heart rate was crazy. And finally, I just couldn't. I was making bad decisions too. And it's no excuse, but like I was doing stupid things, right? That like I knew better than to do. But like I think when you're in a spiral, it's really, I don't know if you're just being self-destructive, self-sabotaging even more, but it feels very hard to make a good normal decision. Anyways, I got on Zoloft and Boost Bar and Remron for sleep. And I feel like within 8 weeks, I was like, oh, this is what it's like to not worry. This is kind of amazing. This is what it's like to feel like your heart isn't going to explode. Why didn't I do this sooner? You know, this money thing for her is going to get old for her audience. They can't support her forever. It's true. Most of her beezers are struggling. Capone said, I still worry terribly, but I use it for depression and it's wonderful. Yeah, I still worry. I still get weird thoughts. I don't think that like I can ever make that go away completely. I don't know. I remember even being a kid, like, and I would worry, but I didn't know that's what I had. Like, I remember being really concerned. God, what was it? Y2K, when the world was supposed to end. One time I watched a movie about an alien abduction and I stayed up all night. Every time I saw a light go by and it was a car, I thought the aliens were coming for me. Like, these aren't normal things, right? But like, I would seriously worry and get sick to the point, like, I don't know. It was weird. Anyways, anxiety is a bitch. If you struggle with it, just know you're not alone. And anxiety will literally make you feel crazy. It does. But I feel like too, there's a responsibility we have. Like for me, I'm a mom. I can't afford to just spiral. I can't afford to sit around feeling sorry for myself. It's not a reality, right? So like it's my responsibility to be the best version of myself, the healthiest version of myself. Like I have animals too that depend on me. So you know what I do? I talk to somebody and I stay medicated. Remember they had mini thins at the gas station. Dude, Remron knocks me out. You know, it's amazing. I used to be on Seroquel. They put me on that and it was so fucking heavy for me. I don't know, like I would wake up the next day in the fog that I couldn't quite come out of. But this little tiny Remron pill, I mean, I get top tier quality sleep. No complaints. 10 out of 10. All right, let's see. She always says the right things when she's backed into a corner, then reverts back to her fat, lazy self the minute money comes rushing in. Same song and dance. Yeah, I think I just don't care that she's sad because I don't know. We've done this how many times? Natby said, no, you're delusional. He does want you to be thin, not just healthy, but also thin, so that maybe he can have a chance of being somewhat attracted to you. Never forget what he told Kayvella about how he can actually carry her, not you. You're so in denial. It's embarrassing.
That's what I'm saying. You just like he really just wants me to be healthy. Not thin, but healthier. Like, you know? That's what I'm saying. You just like
Anyways,
he
I remember the images he sent Kayvella of the certain type of corn he liked, and not one person looked like you, Chantal. Not one of those women looked like you. Salad was making sure his cash cow was in good working condition. It's just that he doesn't want me to be thin, healthy, but not thin.
every day, like like well, almost every day. Did you see a doctor yet? Did you see a doctor yet?
Kayvella
Why you been in
Capone.
Canada so long? You didn't get healthcare yet.
Okay, well, I don't know. It's miserable being with somebody who's mentally ill and won't get help for it. He probably really wants you to go talk to somebody. Like, you're actually insane. And that's coming from me. I'm a little bit insane. Total disconnection at this point, just rambling.
You must do this. You must wake up at the crack of dawn if you want to fight your enemies. If you want to conquer the day, you better stand on the edge of a mountain and yell, yada, lady, lady. You must do this. You must wake up at the crack of dawn if you want to fight your enemies. If you want to conquer the day, you better stand on the edge of a mountain and yell, yada, lady, lady. You must.
I mean, I don't know what you have against waking up early or climbing up a mountain, but both would be good for you. Just saying. Little fresh air. It really does something for the brain. Moving those 2 feet you got of yours while you still can. Do you feel better when you sleep the day away? Honest question. Maybe you do. Maybe you work a lot. So, like, on your days off, you like to sleep till noon or whatever. But if you're truly doing nothing in life, like you have all day to sit around, do you like to sleep all day? I feel like I would feel like a complete ass bum. It's kind of why I like waking up early. I feel like I can do more in the morning and I get more accomplished and I don't feel like a bum. Does that make sense? Again, if you sleep till noon and you work long shifts or even at night, please know I'm not talking about you. Candy, hello. I'm making sure to sleep the day away tomorrow. Okay, well, after the holidays, that's another thing. Or if you're trying to avoid something too, I get that too. I've slept to avoid. It works until you wake up. They really said those things to her 3 years of this. I have no words.
They can see me as a huge mess. Okay, I'm not traditional. I fart, and you know, I have tattoos. I can't have children. I'm fat and healthy. You know, like yada yada yada. But I did really, really, really love him, and you know, I did take good care of him, and you know, I don't know, like
He was in the hospital a million times while you were with him, and I think he's still recovering from whatever you did to him. His toenail was always infected, and so was a pimple on his ass. But yes, you took great care of him.
I was still offered stuff. I mean, obviously, whenever you just love, I don't know, when you love somebody, it doesn't really. They
Do you think she actually loved him? Or do you think she liked or loved the idea of having a man and being able to claim she was married? I don't think if she loved him, she would have wanted to be such a burden on him, right? What is this? Let's see what this clip is.
guys, I don't know if I'm like actually able to do any of these things that I say I want to do. I'm so ambitious, but whenever push comes to shove, I think I'm all talk.
You don't
I just
say.
want peace. I don't think mentally I can handle anything major in life anymore.
Okay. Well, after raging, crying, and reacting to her old videos on Twitch, she's now live on her Foodie Beauty channel on YouTube, crying about hijabs, Salah, and Christmas.
The hijab on. Like it's almost like I feel like I doubt myself. Like if I tell myself this feels right, I want to do it for God. And then I listen to other people and I like believe people. Like, do I believe this? Do I really want to wear this? And then whenever I don't wear it, I feel like I'm listening to people telling me not to wear it. Like what? Like I can't make my own decisions or what? And I just don't know who I am anymore. And I'm just like I'm feeling sorry for myself. Like why wasn't I good enough for Salah?
I don't know, but whatever you just said right now triggered a song in my head that I had forgot about. Please tell me if you know what song this is. It says like, I know exactly who I am. I am Rosemary's granddaughter, the spitting image of my father. I don't know. That started going off in my head.
And it makes me angry. And why am I like this?
Because you're crazy.
I don't want to do anything for Christmas. I don't want to ever leave this apartment again.
You probably won't. They're going to have to take a forklift to get you out and drag you out. Anyways, we're rage crying at the idea of Twitch being taken away. Foodie wants to log off for a month. Did we watch this clip? I don't know at this point. I threw myself off by knocking myself off of Twitter. Pathetic doesn't even begin to describe Alex Ishuk. She even said if she didn't have a lease, she would go back without even asking him. Reality is banging on the door and she refuses to answer.
On to like a little piece of our marriage. But I feel like maybe I should let it go. Maybe I should let it go. On to like a little piece of
Let it go. Oh my gosh. I am so sick of hearing about this man. Why wasn't I good enough for Salah? Goodness, girl. I have no idea. Who wouldn't jump at the chance to be with a 41-year-old woman who can't stop embarrassing themselves and their entire family on the internet? That wants only one thing in life. She just wants to be confirmed we were right. All of these changes are for Salah, and he's stringing her along because he wants to go to Canada.
That's the thing too. Like whenever you say I'll find someone who loves me unconditionally, no, because no matter what, I can't be with anyone before I get better. I can't just meet someone who loves me this broken and this huge. That's how I feel. What people are saying. That's how Salah makes me feel. I wonder if we both stop cold turkey talking to each other. Like, would that be better? Because he doesn't seem to know what he wants either. But he did say he wants to come here. I feel like the way he talks, it sounds like he wants to get back together. Like after, I don't know. Like I'm so confused. Honestly, we don't. Well, we do talk throughout the day. We have been talking throughout the day. I was just always sick all the time. I was always sick and in bed. I never wanted to do anything. What kind of life is that for like a
Hey,
young
Steven.
30-year-old man? I think it's just over.
Yep.
When I wake tomorrow, it will be back to acceptance and he's making it seem like it's all your fault. That's pretty much how I feel, yeah. But he said I love you not long ago. But no, we don't really say I love you anymore either. It's like it just slowly starts to drift away.
This was in the Taro. Salah truly doesn't want to come to the USA. He hates us. I've offered many times to take him to Disney to meet Goofy. Yeah, he just wants to shit on us and grape us. He doesn't want to come visit here. I think he's hoping to get a Western woman that like finds their way into Syria somehow. Or maybe Kuwait. I heard he's back there. This didn't age well. Okay, I know we definitely saw it. No? Was this the tweet that is the one or the video that threw me off? I think this is what I started to watch, and then I ended up somewhere weird on my Twitter. Okay, anyways. Oh, I did it again. No. You know, it's just not meant for me to watch it. Every time I click it, it goes away. I give up. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm going to rage. I'm trying not to rage. Oh, I can rage. My daughter's shopping with my dad right now. All right, Aaliyah said. So Foodie, is this it? No, this is another one. Hold on, now I have to cough. I choked on my own spit. Things are going well over here. Hold on. I'm telling you, one day I will be taken out by something so fucking stupid, like inhaling, walking. I don't know. Drugs couldn't take me out, but it's going to be me choking on my own spit one day. Foodie and Salad crying about being harassed, wants privacy. Oh no, wait, was I getting this? Aaliyah said, so Foodie claimed to have gotten stuff for struggling single moms, but she couldn't show it. Why not? Because she didn't get anything for anyone but herself. Why can't she show the gift cards, like the front of it? If she supposedly got these Tim Horton cards. I do that with water all the time, vape time. Okay, and Carrie said, Foodie and Salad crying about being harassed, wants privacy. Bitch, you put all your goofy shit online. Now that you're broke, it's a problem. Get the fuck out of here, you clown. It reminds me of Harry and Meghan. I don't get how you demand privacy after you once told us you had gonorrhea in your throat. Like, do you get to demand privacy at that point? Dangry Scott said, oh my gosh, get out of here. Foodie's pretending she's hit the THC withdrawal so hard that she can't use a knife without risking cutting herself. So that's why she ordered takeout, but it was so cheap and she's too anxious to eat it anyways.
One Greek restaurant, it would have cost me after delivery and everything $50. This one place that was just as good had a coupon and it cost me $20.
Right.
You know, so it's just like big difference.
Right. Love a coupon. Could have also like maybe gone and bought groceries.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Hare Krishnas. Can you plug in your mic? I thought it made it worse.
Hare Krishnas?
Oh, Light Pink, have a good night.
Maybe my voice is just shrill. Let's just try talking calm.
Fakate, if you're listening, I expect you to accuse Foodie Beauty of being all the things because she called a group of people Hare Krishnas.
Basically, yeah, I've been eating normal, I guess. Just been really listening to my body, you know, fighting off whatever. I haven't been getting urges though, really, because to eat too much because honestly, like, I just feel so anxious that it's like my nervous system. When I'm anxious like this with bad anxiety, I don't feel as hungry as usual.
Right.
But I've been eating like a cheese toasty, maybe
Not a cheese toast.
some bowl of cereal with blueberries if I
Whatever.
want, or some of these
Capone.
almonds, and then I'll order or cook a meal. But I haven't been able to even really cook lately.
I didn't know hijabi is a religion. I thought it was something you wore on your head. If I'm a racist for saying hijabi people, then, she is something for saying Hare Krishnas.
I'm too jittery. I'm afraid to like cut myself. So like I'm
How many excuses?
shaky.
Every excuse under the known fucking sun.
Oh, and I did finally.
I can't cook dinner for myself, you guys. I'm jittery. I'm gonna cut myself with a knife. It's crazy.
Get done. I did get something done yesterday. I got together all of the documentation I needed to.
Okay, well, good luck with your withdrawals. I hope you'll be okay. I don't know what to say. Like, I've had seizures from withdrawals before. I can't seem to find my sympathy bone for Chantel. I should be taking a muscle relaxant, but I've had to stop because they relax my throat muscles. I nearly drowned on my coffee last month. Oh no. Red, nobody's going to water her. This is true. Milky Chai said last Christmas you was paid by YouTube, but the very next day they took it away. This year you'll exploit your tears without being given a super chat. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head too. This is the painting that Foodie swears was $500. Let's see. Again, I feel like I've seen this in every Ross and Marshall's. Pizza Shit said you can find it on Amazon, Hobby Lobby, and at Michael's for under $35. Somebody lied to her. People are calling this ugly. I don't think it's ugly. I don't know that I would pay anything over $10 for it. I don't know. I think it's just a print, right? It's just a print. Anyways. Oh, fuck. She was going to yap again. All right. Let me see what else.
One Greek restaurant.
Shut up.
It would have.
Shut up. All right. Let me see if I have anything else for you guys that we need to see right now. Oh, yes. This is what I want you to think about on your Christmas day. Foodie and the bouncing ball. And how to make yourself more elegant. Lori! Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my gosh, sending you so much love and hugs too. Thank you, Lori. I miss this Chantal. I do. I don't think she could do this now, though. She'd pop the ball. Anyways, I think this is enough internet for today. I'm sorry if I traumatized you guys. Lori, have a Merry Christmas. Everybody out there who's listening, however you celebrate, I hope you have very happy holidays, a beautiful celebration. Spend a moment to be grateful, please. I promise you, it makes a difference if you live in gratitude. Don't be ungrateful like Chantal because it wears on you and it shows on you. And this is why she looks the way she does today. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Happy all the happies. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. I'm going to try to take tomorrow off. We will see, though. We will see. It's pouring out. In fact, I just got a notification of a flash flood warning and do not travel because serious risk to life and property. So I don't know what's going to happen. I planned on doing Christmas lights. I don't know that I could be out in the weather, but if we drive there, look for me and we might do that later. Okay. Either tonight or tomorrow night. If anything, it'll be Christmas lights, but my whole family will be with us and it'll be in the car. So we'll see what happens. If you're in California right now, please be safe. Please stay warm, stay dry, protect your children and animals and the elderly, and look out for each other. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you guys are, and I will see you so soon. I love you guys. Bye.